I don't want to sound dramatic or anything, but I think I just ran into one of the scariest places in the world. It all started when I was exploring this old abandoned house. It looked pretty normal from the outside. Just an old abandoned house, with some overgrown grass and weeds and a broken window here and there, but something about it just made me want to explore it. So I went inside, and at first it was just an ordinary abandoned house. There was dust everywhere. There was cobwebs in the corners. The floorboards were creaking. But then I noticed this one particular room. It had what seemed to be a doorway, but instead of a door, there was just a big gaping hole in the wall, like someone had literally eaten a chunk out of the house. And I mean, why not? I'm not scared of the dark, so I decided to go through the hole. And this is where things got weird, because on the other side of this hole was a hallway. A long, dark hallway with no light at the end of it, and the walls were bending and twisting in impossible ways. Like if I stood still for a moment, I could have sworn that the walls were breathing, rising and falling, pulsing almost like a living thing. And then I saw movement in the darkness. Shadows that seemed to be crawling along the walls like liquid. They writhed and twisted and turned, and they seemed to be getting closer. And then I heard a sound, a blink, like someone or something blinking from the darkness. And then another blink, closer now, and then another. I couldn't see anything in the darkness, but I could feel their eyes on me, staring, watching me. And then they started to whisper, their voices soft and raspy like they hadn't used them in years. They were saying my name over and over again, but it wasn't a nice whisper. It was a menacing whisper, like they were warning me to stay away. But I was already too far in to turn back. The hallway twisted and turned in ways that defied logic, and yet I knew instinctively which way to go. And as I walked deeper into the hallway, the whispers got louder and more insistent, and the shadows loomed closer, reaching out towards me, trying to grab me, pull me into the darkness. I could feel their icy fingers digging into my skin, but I kept moving forward deeper into the hallway until I couldn't move forward anymore. And that's when I realized the scariest part. The hallway wasn't just endless, it was actually a circle. I had come full circle, and I was back where I started. But it was different now. The whispers were deafening. The shadows were upon me, and I could feel their cold, dead eyes boring into me. And then they started to chant, their voices overlapping, their words a meaningless jumble, but their intent clear, to drive me insane. And that's when I turned and ran, stumbling and falling, scraping my knees and hands on the rough concrete floor, but I didn't care. I just kept running, desperate to escape the clutches of the whispering hallway.